So, ladies and gentlemen, let's stop the trivia question confusion. I'm going to settle this today. When people ask you who was traded by the Montreal Canadiens to the Seals, California or Oakland, whatever, for the rights to draft Guy Lafleur, it's not Billy Hicke. It's his brother Ernie. Now, Billy Hicke was a player of the Montreal Canadiens system, but his brother was also in there. Now, Ernie Hicke, born November 7th, 1947 in Regina. Montreal had a lot of Saskatchewan prospects at the time. He played numerous seasons in the NHL, including Oakland, Atlanta, the Islanders, Minnesota, and LA. He left the NHL after the 78 season and retired as a player in 1980. Now, born in Regina, Hicke's hockey career began with the prestigious Regina Pats, where he played the majority of his major junior career. After 5 years, Hicke's first professional appearance was with the Montreal Canadiens affiliate, the Houston Apollos, in the CHL. In Hicke's first 3 years, he scored 45 goals and 63 assists in 139 games. Now, Montreal was looking to trade up in a very deep draft for the upcoming season, 71-72, and they put up a trade which I think is a steal, so Sam Pollock ripped them off. Hicke was traded to the Oakland Seals in a deal that including the draft concluded a draft pick to get in return to get Guy Lafleur. Now, there was other machinations going on. It wasn't directly for Hicke for the number one pick, but the way it worked out, Oakland was low down in the standings. Sam Pollock gambled, and he won. Now, Hicke's NHL career started with the Seals in that 71 season, and he had a great year with 22 goals and 25 assists for 47 points. After another somewhat good season with California, he ended up with the Atlanta Flames and ended that year with the other expansion team. Very bizarre. He played with two of the expansion teams in the same season. Very rarely happens. 74-70 season, wasn't working out with the Islanders, and ended up eventually with Minnesota, and his big career years were with Minnesota. In 76, he had 23 goals in 80 games, and 30 goals in 77 games in 1977. Now, he ended up kind of fading away a little bit after a so-so year with the Kings in 78, with only 9 goals in 41 games. He ended up with sharing time with the Birmingham Dusters and the Springfield Indians in the AHL in 76 with only 6 goals in 28 games. But he then later on decided to go with the Dallas Blackhawks, and he eventually wrapped up his career in that minor league team. Now, his time off the ice included giving back. Hicke later went on to coach the California North Stars, which was a San Francisco Bay Area youth hockey team with his son Shane. Now, Hicke is also the former head coach and GM of the Port Huron Fighting Falcons. And he also served to coach the DYHA Junior Sun Devils under 14 A team in Tempe, Arizona. A lot of people credit him about building and supporting hockey in California and Arizona, and his playing career and his great respect on and off the ice showed that. So he's not just a player that, he wasn't traded directly for Guy Lafleur, but Montreal would, the draft picks were pretty freaky at the time. But Guy Lafleur was going to be the number one pick of Montreal, even if they had to trade. But I don't know if there's regulations or not. You could have made a trade with California, made a trade with St. Louis or Detroit, but he felt that Oakland was the team. And I do remember, I think we were feeding the LA Kings some players so that would stop California or Oakland from getting that draft pick. But that's another story altogether. I know Rob Baxter came over, and Terry Harper and a few others. It's from the machinations of time. Have a good afternoon.